Coucou les salam marhaba habibati. So today I have a tag. It's called Le Blush Qui, the blush that. I think it's a tag that was made in French. I'm going to translate it to the English. And yeah, I will just power through and show you. I'm going to stay up sort of close so I can show you the blush pans. Blush is one of the most weird things that you can see it in the pan so much better than you will see it on my hand. So let's just get into it. There are a bunch of different blushes. I tag all of you guys to do it, so either in video form or in the answers. If you do film or give answers or whatever, let me know. Obviously if they're answers that are written, I can read them, but if you film a video, also let me know and I can come by and watch. I would love to do that and get inspired to buy some new blush. So let's get into it. So the first question is the blush with the best packaging. So I would say that it would have to be the Charlotte Tilbury Color of Youth blush. You guys probably want to see that a little bit closer. It's just such a sturdy packaging. These are images from a Norman Parkinson shoot that he did. And then this is the color of the blush. It's one of the most easy to use cream blushes and one of those really lovely universal colors. So that's the answer to question one. Okay, so the second is the blush that has the prettiest color. So I think this is hard because that's like, what is your favorite blush? And you're like, all of them. But one that, like, the one that popped into my mind right away is Mac's Sunbask. I like peachy blushes more than anything. This has a little bit of a gold running through it, a little bit of bronziness. It's just really lovely and really pretty. And if you haven't tried Sunbask before, I would definitely give it a shot. Some of my favorite MAC limited edition blushes basically are dupes for this one. So there's a reason why they keep promoting similar colors. It's because it's a smash hit. So that's Mac's Sunbask. And then third is, what is my most pigmented blush? So that would have to be my Armani Fluid Sheer liquid, I guess. There are different shades of this. So there are sort of ones that are more highlighters, ones that are more bronzy bronzers. But this one is a number 6. Yes. So I can't ever remember 6 or 9. You need the tiniest little drop of this, like literally not even half a pump, and you'll have blush for days. It's super, super gorgeous though. So it is an investment, but it will last you forever, and I really enjoy it. So yeah, that's that one. Number 4 is what's like my everyday blush, and that would have to be kind of again, I'm going back to peachy. I'm trying to like not pick the same one, but an everyday blush would be something like Mac's Bad Girl Gone Good. So again, anything with kind of a neutral peachy tone, I just feel like lifts, and even if I wear tons and tons of it, it's not too crazy. So something like this, I would say, would be kind of like my everyday, daily, daytime blush. Next question, and what is your like party blush? And so if I had to think of a party blush, I would say something like Mac's Frankly Scarlet. It's like a papow kind of intense, awesome, no joke, rosy cheek. And so especially when I'm thinking of parties and this time of year and whatever, Frankly Scarlet is top of the list there. The next is the blush that you regret buying. I don't have a blush that I regret buying, and if there's things that I don't use, so I call my makeup pretty regularly, which means that I will go through and anything that I haven't used recently, I just pass along. So I don't really have one on hand that I can say I regret buying. Anything that I don't use, I've passed on to better homes with loving families. So I don't really have an answer to that one. So the next question is the blush that you have least used. So like I said, I try to use everything in my collection. One that I have a hard time letting go of every single time I cull, and is probably one I use the least, is the Dior Rosy Glow. So this is one that looks super crazy blue toned in the pan, but it actually kind of adjusts your body chemistry to give you that beautiful flush. So I really like this one in theory, but I don't know why I never get around to wearing it that often. So this is one that I do enjoy that I will keep, but for some reason is the least used one in my collection. Next question is, what is the blush that I can't ever let go of, that I use a lot of? And that would have to be Milani's Luminoso. It's one of those colors that just is so easy because it's got that luminosity, so you almost don't need anything else on your cheeks, like if you skip highlighter if you're really in a rush. And Noelle's like, we're very different people. I'll link her down below. She goes, I don't know how you could ever skip highlighter, but Milani's Luminoso is one of those that's just amazing and really pretty and really easy to wear. So that would be my answer to that one. 9 is your favorite blush. brand. And that would have to be probably MAC. Between the packaging and the pigmentation and the color variation, they would probably be my favorite blush brand. The next question is, what is your biggest blush discovery of the year? And that would have to be the Becca Mineralized blushes. This one is in Flower Child, I believe. Yeah, I have a full swatch review video on these guys that I can link down below, but this is one that over the summer, like I'd had one or two for a while, and then over the summer I decided I wanted them all, and they're all beautiful and they're all really lovely, and I highly recommend checking them out. They're really, really beautiful and great. And I'll link again that full review video down below for you guys. So number 11 is the most practical or easy to use blush in your collection. And I would have to say, oh, that's a good question. I missed these questions when I was, when I was reading it the first time. Anything peachy tone, so like that one that I showed you from the Rihanna collection, Sunbask, something like this, which is Linda from the Julia Petite collection. Any peachy tone blush is really easy to use. And then the least practical would be something like that Armani Fluid Sheer. It just takes a lot more work and steps. You have to put enough on your hand and then slowly blend blend it out and blend it like more intensity and what have you, so that would probably be the least practical. The least expensive blush in my collection is my Rimmel Santa Rose blush. These are really, really lovely. Some places, so I got this one in the UK and it comes this tiny. I've seen them here though and they're like twice as big and they've got a brush in them. These are really, really lovely formula and colors, and something that you might overlook at the drugstore, but they're really lovely and I would highly recommend them. And then the last one is the most expensive. I might have done those in reverse order. It's my Burberry blush. This one is in shade Cameo, number 2, Cameo blush. I think it's number 2. It's such a beautiful color. It's such a lush product, really easy to apply. The packaging is lovely, and all that kind of great stuff. So yeah, I would have to say my Burberry blushes. And that is it. Like I said, please let me know which ones are your favorites down in that comment section. Thank you as always for hanging out. I'm going to do some points of positivity and then we will be done. So my first point of positivity is a filming day today, which is making me happy. My second is catching up on YouTube. I've not been able to watch as much as I want, so I've spent a couple hours today catching up on watching YouTube. And then my third point of positivity is a good chat with my sister that I had, which is making me super happy. And I think that's it. So thank you guys for hanging out. I will see you tomorrow, but before I leave you, as always, let me remind you that life is just way too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye guys!